Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today here in Europe. I'm Caroline Hepker alongside Lizzie Burden, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Markets Today editor Sam Unstead. Good morning, Sam. So the German reinsurer Munich Re has dropped quite significantly. Why?
Yeah, so their results overall, I think broadly met expectations. But one thing that's come out of this is something that's been mentioned quite a few times across this earnings season, which is the quality of the earnings. So overall, the bottom line was boosted by things that are kind of out of their control, specifically kind of slightly lower natural catastrophe losses. So obviously they have, as all companies do, no real control over how many natural catastrophes happen. And so that has been mentioned a few times across different sectors, that what investors are looking for is that the beat, if there is one, is coming from the core operations of a company. And that for Munich Re wasn't the case. So a bit of a cut to their guidance and means that insurers are indeed a little bit weaker today.
Another one that's in the down zone is Kingspan. Just talk us through what the results said and remind us what they do.
Sure. So this is an Irish insulation company. So there are two sides to the business. So there's the construction side of the business, and then there's another side of the business now which is doing quite well in making money out of data centers and providing insulation to data centers. But the main part of the business is still construction. There's been weakness there in the underlying markets in the US and in Europe, so that has hit them a little bit. And then with them as well, there's an interesting thing here. So another big trend over earnings season has been buybacks. They have launched a new buyback program this morning, which normally would give shares a bit of a boost. But what analysts were saying this morning is that for Kingspan, their strategy in the past has always been to use their cash for acquisitions and to kind of keep building scale. But now they seem to be shifting that, and this is a buyback program that's over 18 to 24 months. They now appear to be using that cash for buybacks instead, which gives a kind of different indication of both their strategy and their view of the broader market.
Okay, so that on Kingspan. Meanwhile, a gain for Novo Nordisk shares, which is also quite interesting given the pressures in that industry.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a pretty wild week and a half or so. A big profit warning. Yesterday, they also were very volatile in markets because of the results that came out of Eli Lilly for their weight loss pill. They were weaker than expected. That helped Novo Nordisk to rise a little bit. You know, these are the two companies that are really, really competing with each other at the top of the weight loss industry globally. This morning, Intron Health, an analyst, has upgraded their rating on Novo Nordisk, saying that now is likely to be the focus, this question of who is going to make the most effective weight loss pill. And so they think that overall, because the focus is going to move there and the results from Lilly were a little bit weaker, that Novo may well benefit.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.